The former chairman of the defunct pension reform tax team, Abdul Rashid Maina, collapsed during the resumed hearing of his ₦2 billion money laundering trial at the Federal High Court in Abuja on Thursday. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories now. At number 10, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Philip Shaibu, hinted yesterday that the state may not be able to host the 2020 National Sports Festival in January. Shaibu, after a tour of the Samuel Gbemudia Stadium in Benin, said the Sports Ministry and the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 did not consult Edo State before fixing the January date after the festival was postponed from December 3rd. Shaibu said, "We can't host the National Sports Festival January 3rd to 17, 2021. It is not feasible for us, not because we are not ready infrastructure and logistics-wise, but because it will be coming 2 days after the New Year festivities. We were never consulted on the fixing of new dates. It was a decision from top to bottom, and they were quite insensitive to the feelings of the athletes and officials." At number 9, there are reports that while US President Donald Trump is refusing to concede in the recently concluded presidential election, First Lady Melania Trump wants to go home. Washington Post reports that while Melania publicly agrees with the president's sentiment, the First Lady tasked an emissary with discreetly finding out what was available to her in terms of budget and staff allocation for post-White House life. The tabloid quoted a source close to Melania as saying she just wants to go home. At number 8, the Federal Executive Council approved 59.350 billion naira for roads and aviation projects across the country on Wednesday. Minister of Works and Housing Babatunde Fashola and Minister of Information Lai Mohammed, on behalf of the Minister of Aviation Hadi Sirika and FCT Minister Mohammed Bello, briefed State House correspondents on the memoranda presented during the weekly FEC meeting presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari at the Aso Rock Villa in Abuja. Fashola said his memorandum was on 2 contracts valued at 50.858 billion naira, while Bello said FEC approved 2 contract augmentations, both on roads for his ministry. At number 7, the House of Representatives has made a proposition which will compel a new president or governor to constitute his cabinet within 30 days after inauguration or risk impeachment by the National Assembly or State House of Assembly. The Transition and Assumption of Office Bill 2020, sponsored by Honorable Pam Sokbo, was introduced at the House yesterday. The bill also seeks to establish a special fund for the Presidential Transition Committee and to compel state governors to name their cabinets within the same time. At number 6, the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Issa Ali Pantami, has said that the federal government has reduced the current cost of data by 50%. Pantami, who revealed this in a statement on Thursday, explained that the reduction was made possible in line with his directives to the service providers through the Nigerian Communications Commission. According to a statement, the average cost of 1 gig data has been reduced from 1,000 naira to 487 naira 18 kobo till November 2021. The minister further hinted that the complaints about rapid data exhaustion are being investigated by the authorities. At number 5, the Nigerian Navy has declared 43 personnel wanted for desertion. A circular containing the names and photographs of the deserters were displayed at the Naval headquarters in Abuja. The circular requested that anyone with useful information that could lead to the arrest of the fleeing officers should report to the nearest naval facility or police station. It also mandated all Navy personnel with information on the whereabouts of the 43 personnel to arrest them or be dealt with as an accomplice. Although no reason was given for the disappearance of the officers, reports showed most of the deserters were serving on naval vessels on foreign missions and absconded when the ship berthed in some European countries. The contact telephone numbers where information relating to the movement of the wanted officers could be reported were pasted on the circular. At number 4, the All Progressives Congress has postponed the national membership registration, update and revalidation exercise scheduled to begin on Saturday, December 12, 2020. This was announced by the National Secretary of the Caretaker Extraordinary National Convention Planning Committee, John Akpan Odoede, at the APC National Secretariat Abuja on Thursday. He said, on account of several factors, however, including the fast approaching Christmas and end-of-the-year celebrations, as well as the interest of our Christian members and the objective of ensuring maximum participation, the CECPC has decided to shift the date of the exercise to the second week of January 2021. At number 3, there was tension in Port Harcourt, Rivers State on Thursday as a policeman shot dead a keke rider over an alleged 100 naira checkpoint bribe. 2 persons were also reportedly killed as police and vigilantes tried to repel an angry mob's attempt to set ablaze the Rumokoro Police Divisional Office, whose personnel was said to have killed the tricycle rider. The Rivers Command Public Relations Officer Nnamdi Omoni said the officer who shot the victim has been arrested. The victim, popularly known as Schoolboy, was shot at Elukpokudu Road at Rukboku, a link to popular SARS Road, Obiakpo local government area, Port Harcourt. An eyewitness narrated that the victim was carrying a female passenger around 6 a.m. on Thursday when the patrol team stopped him to ask for 100 naira. The victim was quoted to have said he was only just coming out and had no money on him. The police then moved to impound his keke and then started hitting him in a scuffle, after which one of the policemen shot him dead. At number 2, the Chief of Army Staff Tukur Buratai has cancelled the ongoing 2020 Chief of Army Staff's annual conference after a participant tested positive for coronavirus. He also barred those who attended the conference from attending the wedding of his son, Hamisu Buratai, scheduled for Friday. This was contained in 2 statements from the Acting Director, Army Public Relations, Sagir Musa, on Thursday. One of the statements, titled Scaling Down of Activities for the Wedding Fatia of Buratai's son, Mr. Hamisu Tukur Buratai, the Army spokesperson said participants of the Chief of Army Staff Conference would not participate in the wedding. Finally, at number 1, the former chairman of the defunct pension reform tax team, Abdul Rashid Maina, collapsed during the resumed hearing of his 2 billion naira money laundering trial at the Federal High Court in Abuja on Thursday. The sitting was scheduled for the hearing of the defendant's no-case submission following the close of the prosecution's case with 9 witnesses earlier on Wednesday. The defense lawyer Anayo Adibe was briefing the judge, Justice Okon Abang, that his team had yet to receive the records of proceedings requested from the court's registry when a loud thud of Mina's fall drew attention to the dock. Prison officials immediately rushed to attend to him. Always remember to wear your mask, wash your hands and stay safe. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.